Hello, today we're going through SOHCAHTOA, which is basic trigonometry. So SOHCAHTOA is used in right angled triangles. So to start off SOHCAHTOA, we have to know the parts of a triangle. So the longest side in a triangle is going to be labelled H, which stands for hypotenuse. And then opposite this angle is going to be labelled opposite because it's opposite this angle. And then the final angle is going to be A for adjacent. So this angle is going to be labelled theta, and when we use one of these trigonometric functions that I go through, you'll be working out this angle. Okay, so I'm going to go through an example using a Pythagorean triangle. So let's label the sides again. So the longest side is 5, so we're going to label that hypotenuse. The side opposite theta is 4, so we're going to label that opposite, and then this side is going to be the adjacent. So there's a mnemonic called SOHCAHTOA to help you know what sides go with each sine function. So it's SOH, CAH, and TOA. So you can remember this if you think it's suck a toe. Okay, so the first one is sine, because it's S, so we write sine is equal to opposite, because there's an O, divided by H. And if we do this for the rest of them, so we go to K, there's cosine, we just write cos, is equal to A over H, and then so to work out theta using these sides, we can use 3 different functions called the trigonometry. So we can use 3 different functions called SOHCAHTOA to work out theta using different combinations of these sides. So we can form equations using this. So if we look at the first part of this, we have SO. So the S stands for sine, and we just write SIN, and then we write theta, which is this angle, is equal to the O, which is opposite, over hypotenuse. And then next we have K, so C stands for cosine, which you just write as cos theta is equal to the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. And then finally we have TOA, which is tan theta is equal to the opposite divided by adjacent. So if we want to find out some combos, so we can try it for ourselves. We can write sine theta is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So we take this from here, the opposite is 4, and the hypotenuse is 5. And we can do it again for cos theta is equal to the adjacent, so 3 divided by 5, and we can work out tan theta as being the opposite divided by the adjacent. Okay, so now we've formed 3 different equations with theta in them, but we haven't actually worked out what theta is. So you have to do this on your calculator. So we can work out theta by doing the sine inverse of 4/5. So on your calculator, that will look like sine to the power of -1 bracket 4 over 5 is equal to theta. So to get the sine -1, you have to press shift on your calculator if it's Casio, and then find sine and press it, and you'll get this. You write sine -1, put in the sides that you have here, and that should give you theta. If you put that in a calculator, that should give you 53.13 degrees. Now, to show you that it's the same with these ones, you can do cos to the power of -1 bracket 3/5 is equal to theta, and we'll see if you do that in your calculator, it is also 53.13 degrees. And then finally, tan to the power of -1 bracket 4/3 equals theta. Theta is also 53.13 degrees. Okay, now we're going to jump into our first practice question. So the question has given us triangle ABC. So it's a right angle triangle, so we know we can use SOHCAHTOA. It's given us this angle, 43 degrees, and this side is 5.8 centimeters. So I'm going to label the sides. So we can see that this is the hypotenuse because it's the biggest, but it's also opposite the right angle. And then this is going to be the opposite side because it's opposite 43 degrees, meaning this is going to be the adjacent side. So the question is asking for AB. So this side is AB, so I'm also going to say this is equal to x. So we have the three different functions we can use, SOHCAHTOA, so sine, cos, and tan. So we've been given one side, we need this side. So we've been given the opposite and the hypotenuse. So which function should I use for that? So if we work it out, SOHCAHTOA, you'll see that this first part has both the opposite and the hypotenuse in its formula. So we're going to use sine. So we're going to say that sine theta, which is equal to 43 degrees, is equal to the opposite, which is x, over the hypotenuse, which is 5.8. So now we just work out x by rearranging. So to get rid of this 5.8, we times both sides by 5.8. So x is going to be equal to sine bracket 43 times 5.8, and x comes out as 3.95, thanks to Adam. Okay, now we're going to go through a harder example which includes Pythagoras in it. So the question has given us a composite triangle, meaning it's comprised of two different triangles. So it's comprised of ABC, which is the bigger triangle, which has sides 7 centimeters and 12 centimeters. It has 65 degrees and two right angles. So the question is asking us to calculate AC, which is this whole length. So first we can calculate this side, AD, using trigonometry. So let's label the sides. So we've been given 7 centimeters, which is going to be the hypotenuse, and we want to work out AD, which is going to be the adjacent. So if we think about SOHCAHTOA, we have the adjacent and hypotenuse, meaning we're going to use cosine. So it's going to be cos 65 is equal to the adjacent over 7 centimeters. So we're going to times that. We're going to times all of it by 7. So we're going to get cos 65 times 7 is equal to the adjacent, and that comes out as 2.95. But we're going to keep that in our calculator to give an accurate answer at the end. So this little section is 2.95 centimeters. Now we're going to use Pythagoras to find this side. So we know that Pythagoras is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We have c, so we're going to write 7 squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So if you put that in our calculator, we can work out what this side is. So b squared is going to be equal to 7 squared minus 2.95 squared, which comes out as 6.34. That's after being squared. So if we square this all, you get 6.34. So this side, 6.34. Now we can work out this side using Pythagoras again, because it's a right angle triangle. So we're given 12 centimeters, which is going to be c squared. So 12 squared is equal to 6.3 squared plus b squared. So b is going to be equal to the square root of 12 squared minus 6.34 squared. And that comes out as 10.18. So this side is 10.18, but we're not done yet. We want to calculate AC, so it's this whole length. So we have to add 2.95 plus 10.18 to get 13.13 centimeters. That's the answer to the question. Okay, thanks for watching. Always remember soccer toe or sucker toe, and please subscribe, please like, share with all your friends, family, wife, children, children/kids, teachers, lecturers,
that's enough.
homeless people,
That's enough.
orphans,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The aliens.
Oh yeah. Gotta represent.
And Adam.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys.
Alright, that's the same thing. Yeah.
No.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah.